Hey guys, so I'm going to be away from my desktop for a few hours, so I thought why not drop through another quick breakdown or market update. Again, we haven't really seen too much interest in action, nothing has significantly changed since the last video or market updates posted in the Telegram. However, there are some important things to note that I thought I would make in a video instead of sending through another voice note for now. So again, focusing on BTC right now, I am looking at this daily time frame very closely. As you can see now, the moving averages are breaching through that support region just here as well, around $4,040. We have actually seen that tap today. We are looking at 1, 2, 3 pins. If we do see this pin rocket, that'll be a very nice daily formation, especially if we see some bullish momentum to the upside. Now, looking at these current candles, as you can see, we're wedged in between the support and resistance. Still, we are currently consolidating between this zone, and we have been doing so now for almost 4 days in a row. Now, if you have a look at the prior price action around here, and you look at these very similar candle patterns, you can see there has been many potential reversal signals and signs of weakness on the charts again and again in terms of similar candlestick patterns and formations, yet we have always managed to continue rocketing higher over the longer term and over a span of a few days. So dropping up to the weekly first, you can see yet again very messy once I've zoomed out of all these little charts and lines and stuff. However, looking at the weekly, you can see we are just gradually inclining lower, and as you can see from the prior price action here, we literally just need to wipe out this 4,200 level and we can easily continue rocketing to the upside. Now, dropping over to the 4 hour very quickly as well, as you can see, the moving averages are working absolutely beautifully in our favor right now. And again, if I just draw one of these, I believe I did add this in the prior picture. We have held this region well. I believe I covered this yesterday in Telegram as well. We are pushing through this level now, and it has formed what could potentially be a reversal signal. However, I am starting to believe we are going to break out now, as it isn't very well needed. Drawing this trend line here as well, just to see, we are looking at a breakout to some extent, very overdue, and I'm still being cautious. Again, please just watch out for this region. The spikes have always been occurring down to around 4,050 to 4,040, so just being cautious of this zone overall. The trend line as well, we may slowly incline over time to this trend line and breach higher, although I am anticipating some upside movement to follow shortly. So still remaining faithful, not really using this 1 hour too much, to be honest with you right now. It's just a bit too messy for my liking. It's just showing very similar price patterns. As you can see, we're rising, we're kind of consolidating higher, blowing up, consolidating, blowing up. So all we need to do is start breaching this region for a very clean and precise break above. So the 4 hour right now, very bullish closure. Very nice to see, actually, especially after we've been rejecting those moving averages. And as you can see, we are climbing higher slowly over time as well, using the wicks from the higher lows slowly forming as well, looking very good. As for XRP, well, we're currently in a downside channel, and something that I've noticed has been occurring for a very long time now. So we channel, we break out, we fall, we channel, break out, fall, channel, break out, fall. So all I'm really hoping for here is this channel is a lot clearer than the others, especially if I go down to the 1 hour time frame. Now remember, this is just an intraday perspective and an intraday update for you all. Many of you want to potentially catch an opportunity to go long or a potential opportunity to go short, so I'm just sticking to my word and providing some analysis for a more intraday perspective as well, and just keeping you in the loop, letting you know what's going on in between the major movements too. So as you can see, there is a descending channel currently in play. If I extend this out, you can just see how accurately this level came through yesterday. 3 times we've now bounced to this region in a matter of pretty much 24 hours. So there's the precision and validity of that level. As I kind of stated, it would hold up very well. It is currently proving its point now. Similar price action here, moving average crossover on the 1 hour. Again, not paying too much attention to the 1 hour, but it is giving us a bit of guidance on why there is a major bit of resistance over here as well. Again, I'm not going to mark it out, but around 0.322, we are seeing some very clear resistance. It was prior support, now rejecting this region. So once again, a break. Just take this into consideration, the third bounce of the potential trend line around 0.324. But again, all we're waiting for is that validation to break above, potentially retest. I wouldn't mind a clean breakout to here, retest and retest this region here, and then we can catch another long opportunity in the process as well. So overall right now, in terms of downside targets, just be cautious once again of around 0.318. As we are slowly descending lower, we have to take the channel into consideration as well with all of this volatility that's occurring. Going over to the daily. Having a look at the daily right now, if I just quickly get rid of those channels, you can see, make this chart a bit cleaner now, that we can get rid of these levels very quickly. As you can see right now, after spiking from that region as well, the moving averages yet again just holding themselves very well, just really pushing through, currently looking to pull higher. Again, looking at this daily candle now, we have already fulfilled a downside push and we're already beginning to correct to the upside. So it would be ideal to start seeing that bullish momentum increase. And if I go over to the weekly is looking pretty positive for me as well. As you can see, trendline rejection, the wicks right now on this weekly. It's a shame it's only Tuesday. However, that does mean we have a whole week ahead of us to potentially see another upside push. And if we're using these wicks as anything to really go by right now, you can see there is actually an ascending wick formation being left. So even if it does mean a small breach to 0.34, that would be quite ideal to see. And if I just fix that properly, make that a bit more precise, you can see around 0.34 does correlate quite nicely with this ascending wick movement we've got going on here as well. So on the daily right now, I'm hoping to just see this start switching to bullish, which it's looking to do as of now. And again, just waiting for this movement. This has been one of the longest trades so far, especially since actually kickstarting the Wizard Telegrams. It's one of those moves I'm willing to hold out for the greater good, because looking now, I'll go back to this daily time frame, it's looking very promising that we're going to see a breakout to the upside. It's because this for me was a good confirmation, and again I used the BTC in line with the XRP and the total market cap, as you can see now as well. Let's drop to that 4 hour. This chart, again, as I stated, takes quite a while to load. There seems to be a lot of data in this chart that just slows it down and slows my whole trading view down as a result. So again, very similar movements. We are in a semi-descending channel as well, as you can see there, slowly increasing lower. Very similar movements to what we've seen before, descending, explode to the upside. So again, it's a patience game right now. We are just waiting for these potential moves. As always, watch out for the downside regions around here, 4,040, and for XRP, just be cautious of this zone that we continue spiking to. So let me just get that daily. Let's just get this level up properly again. Was it the daily time frame? I believe it was. There we go. So let's just get this up. Just be cautious of this zone here. And just be careful, because there has been a lot of downside attempts. But as you can see, the wicks are slowly ascending from this side as well. Looking to smash through, just like BTC. Two little regions here. Need that break above. Need that break from 0.326. And up we go to our upside targets of 0.334. And hopefully 0.34 and beyond. So again, sitting tight, sitting patient, just here to provide more updates throughout the day. I'm now going to get cracking on the book, and whenever there's market updates for the time being, it will either be a voice note or some screenshots until I'm back on my desktop, as I'll be on the laptop for the time being. So overall, hope you're all having a good day so far. Just here to provide some more updates, and I'll be back shortly with more updates to follow.